So it's my birthday weekend and I'm turning 60 and reflecting a lot, as most of us do at this age. And I've kind of come up with this thing that's gnawing at me, and that is how I gave so much of my life away. And I wouldn't go as far as to say that I wasted my life. I didn't waste my life because there was a lot of glorious elements to it. But there's part of it that I kind of gave away by giving into the system and getting stuck and giving my life to a job and an employer. And I think so many of us do that, and you hear a lot of people talking about this type of thing on social media right now. But for me, it's very sincere looking back at my life. And if I could do it over again, or if I can make changes, one of the things I might change is the way I lived it, and wishing that we would have had the opportunities in my lifetime that we have today and now. And the generations that are growing up now, they have so many choices with social media and internet reach and learning availabilities online and that kind of thing. And so they have a lot more control over how they live their life and the time that they invest and where they invest it. So I know that there's still a lot of people living the traditional way, probably most people. And by traditional way, I mean like getting a job and working a career and retiring eventually, hopefully. But the problem with the system now is that it's really broken. And we were taught, us Gen Xers, by our boomer parents. They had a system that for the most part worked. They could buy a home and, usually the woman stayed home. They had one working adult and they had something to work toward. They had pensions, and then eventually they would be able to retire and enjoy life more. And so there was just this balance and peace of mind that you would be taken care of. That kind of changed with the Gen X generation, my generation, where we're working and working and working and working, but we're not getting anywhere. There's nothing to work toward because of 401ks taking over pensions, and we're required to fund our own retirement, which is virtually impossible to do on a regular income as a regular employee. So they're saying now, experts, that we're supposed to have like in the millions of dollars saved for retirement in order to be able to safely retire. And I just can't even imagine how anyone off of a salary, with so many of us living paycheck to paycheck or having very little left over, is supposed to save up millions of dollars. And so it's kind of defeating, the purpose. Yes, we go to work to make money to survive, but pretty much that's all we're doing is surviving. We're not building toward anything anymore. So being in that world all my life, and now also being exposed to the way things have changed now with technology and everything and social media, I'm seeing all these other opportunities that have more promise. Looking at like Gen Zers, I just did a video off what I like about Gen Z. The thing I really admire is their innovativeness and how they're able to use the resources that we have today to create their own journey and their own source of income and future. So it's really kind of cool to watch, and I'm stuck in the middle of it, and I'm now just kind of getting into it, hence like my YouTube channel and some of my other online things that I'm doing. And I'm seeing the opportunities there. You have something to build toward. You know that if you work hard and build, you're going to hopefully go somewhere, to where the old traditional route now just doesn't work anymore. It wasn't really a choice for me, but I kind of gave my life away. A lot of my years were just given to that system. I'm feeling a little somber about it, not horrible, but looking back and, you reach this age and you start looking ahead and seeing less years left in your life. And then you look behind you and you see how many you've lived. And then I start reflecting on how I lived them. How I lived them was like day to day, like everybody else. We try to plan futures, but it's very difficult under the circumstances that we live under right now, with not just today's economy, but with the whole idea of retirement and trying to save up for that and everything. There's just nothing left. It feels like I just kind of floated. It reminds me of a hamster in the hamster wheel where you're just spinning and spinning and not getting anywhere. So I'm spending my birthday weekend kind of giving this gift to you just as a reminder of all the different choices and options that are out there in the world today, all the things that people have available to them to create your own life, map out your own journey and live your purpose, because our purpose is not, I promise you, is not to give your life away to a system that doesn't get you anywhere. You're just treading water. That is not your purpose. And now the world's kind of opened up to all of us, and we have this opportunity to grasp something and to live what we're designed to do. Take hold of that and get creative. Whatever that voice is inside of you that wants to just reach out and make something, whatever that thing is inside of you that you feel like is your purpose, I just encourage you not to waste time and to just start thinking about it and create something out of it so that you can map out your own journey. You don't have to look back like I am at 60 years old and so many other people going, gee, we gave a lot of our life away. I do want to say, though, that there's a lot of people who have very purposeful careers. There's people in the medical field, military, teachers, people who feel like that is their purpose. And that's okay if that's what you want to do. We appreciate that so much because we need that in this world. But a lot of us don't have those types of careers, and we are just kind of floating along in life, hoping some day will come when things will change. But unfortunately, that day doesn't always come, and you wake up and you have your 60th birthday. So that's my hope and inspiration to you. My birthday gift to you is just to remember that there are other ways to live your life if you don't want to give it to the system. This is my birthday gift to you, is to just inspire you and encourage you to be you and to take that light inside of you and use it in a way that makes you happy, that makes you glow, that enhances your journey, rather than just kind of giving your life away. I just wanted to do a quick video on that on my birthday weekend. Like I said, doing a lot of reflecting. So I hope this brings you inspiration, that you get something out of it. And I'm going to go and celebrate. So we'll see you next time.